في المستشفى هنا جاي أزور 5 من اللي تعوروا في الأحداث اللي صارت. 5 مدنيين، 2 إماراتيين، 1 هندي، 1 سوداني، 1 إيراني. هذول كلهم أمانة في الرقبة، إن شاء الله بيظهرون سالمين غانمين.
UAE President was seen meeting an Indian national among other patients injured in Iranian attacks, highlighting the multinational toll of the strikes. At least 5 civilians, including expatriates from countries such as India, Sudan, and Iran, are being treated in UAE hospitals after Iran's drone and missile attacks. "We are no easy prey," MBZ told what he called the UAE's enemies in his first public remarks since the strikes in his country amid Iran war. On March 6, UAE President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan visited a hospital to meet those injured in the recent Iranian attacks, underscoring personal support from the country's top leadership. The UAE leader met with patients hurt in Iran strikes that followed Ali Khamenei's killing, speaking with them and their families and wishing them a swift recovery. In his first public comment since the strikes, Mohammed bin Zayed declared that we are no easy prey, stressing that the UAE is in a time of war but remains resilient and determined.
أنا في المستشفى هنا جاي أزور 5 من اللي تعوروا في الأحداث اللي صارت. 5 مدنيين، 2 إماراتيين، 1 هندي، 1 سوداني، 1 إيراني. هذول كلهم أمانة في الرقبة، إن شاء الله بيظهرون سالمين غانمين. الشيء الثاني اللي أريد أقوله هو أن الإمارات بخير، فيها من الناس المخلصين اللي الواحد يتشرف أن ينتمي لهذه الدولة.
صحيح.
أقول رسالة يمكن لعدو الإمارات. الإمارات موارية، الإمارات جميلة، الإمارات قدوة، لكن أقول لهم لا تغشكم الإمارات. ترى الإمارات يلدها غليظ ولحمتها مرة، نحن ما ننكل وبنقوم بواجبنا تجاه بلادنا وأهلنا ومقيمين في عندنا أهلنا الثانيين.
Meanwhile, an Indian expatriate in Ajman has turned his farmhouse into a shelter for stranded tourists, offering free accommodation to those unable to travel because of flight disruptions. 3 large tented areas and multiple rooms have been set up on the property to house people whose flights were cancelled, with volunteers arranging food, bedding, and transport.
This particular mission is started immediately on Saturday. In the morning, few missiles and a few drones came in Dubai. So as soon as I noticed that the flights are getting cancelled, we decided that we'll set up a camp, we'll set up the shelter, we'll set up this place for the people to come here. So we have different people, different type of people from all over India. We even got calls from some people from Pakistan, Philippines, and even Greece. And the door was open for them as well. So we invited everyone.
We went to the airport to check if there are some flights coming or not for departing to our country. But we were told that there are no flights still. So on 5th March, we came to know about this farm from one of our friends. And on 5th March, I contacted Dheeraj ji to see if there is any accommodation here. So he was very kind and he sent his car to pick us up from our stay, from our hotel. And from 5th March, we are staying here.
We family had come here for holiday trip, family trip on 23rd of February. And we came to know, and we were going back to Mumbai on 1st of March. And our flight got cancelled. We came to know that on previous night, that is Saturday night. And we got panicked that what will happen now, where to stay, where to go, and how to go India back. But then we realized, and we got someone told about this place, my son's friend. He told me about this place and we came here.
The UAE has endured several drone and missile attacks from Iran during the ongoing war, including strikes on energy and logistics sites, as part of Tehran's wider regional retaliation. Iranian officials have made clear they are punishing regional countries for hosting U.S. military bases and facilities that can be used for operations against Iran. Tehran has warned that it will target states that provide space and infrastructure to the U.S. and Israel, repeatedly calling such bases and host facilities legitimate targets in this conflict. The Islamic Republic of Iran respects the interests and sovereignty of its neighboring countries and has not carried out any incursions against them. However, any location from which aggression against Iran is launched will be regarded as a legitimate target. Iran will not compromise with the United States or the Zionist regime. Countries that have not provided space and facilities to the United States and the Zionist regime have not been and will not be our target, but all bases that are the origin of attacks against Iran will, as before, be heavily targeted on land, sea, and in space. We explicitly say that we struck them and destroyed them as a lesson for anyone who dares to violate our nation, and know that from now on, anything built in the name of an enemy, similar to these bases, facilities, and equipment, will be destroyed again and again with crushing blows. The Islamic Republic of Iran strongly welcomes the escort of oil tankers and the reported presence of American forces seeking to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, and says it is awaiting them. We advise the Americans to remember, before taking any decision, the burning of the supertanker Bridgeton in 1987 and the oil tankers targeted more recently. In this battle, entering the area vertically does not mean you will leave it the same way. The same applies to your ships. You may intend to enter as floating vessels, but they may sink vertically to the bottom of the Persian Gulf. And a reminder to the corrupt island man U.S. President Donald Trump, the ground on this war map is in our hands, and we will continue.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.